Hi Capricorn, let's go ahead and take deep breaths as I shuffle these cards. We're just going to slow down, unwind, take our time. I somehow always end up doing Capricorn's reading like right before I go to bed. The number 22 can be significant for you guys. Going into this reading, Capricorn, I was hearing like you're maybe like, I'm getting like you having to walk towards or come back to what feels like your innocence. Like you're having to come back to your innocence, like feeling a lot of innocence is what I'm getting. Like you may be one finding yourself back. Excuse me. Back to your own sense of self, like your own feeling your inner child. And you're not holding back, a little less like on holding back and more of like becoming is what I'm getting. Like becoming more of yourself and becoming more and feeling more, becoming more and feeling more like your innocence. Do you remember when you were still a kid and how you were as a kid, how happy you were, how I'm hearing like there was just a lot of joy. You felt a lot of joy. And over time you kind of steered off a little bit from that. Like you lost your sense of innocence. And you didn't know why you had to transform into somebody that you didn't want to be. And so you had and went on to this journey and having to find yourself back again. And I'm getting like you now having to find yourself back to your innocence once again. Maybe perhaps in this season, 222 on the timestamp. Scorpio season is a very transformational season. It is also for a lot of us collectively. I feel like this moon really did a number on people is what I'm getting. And you may be finding yourself back and what feels like coming back to your own innocence. I'm going to just take this all the way up here so that you have a better view, Cap. I'm so sorry for this. Didn't mean to like annoy you there. Okay, I'm gonna move this up. I'm using a smaller table, so bear with me. So you may be finding yourself back to what feels like your own innocence. And Capricorn, you seem to just love it. Like you may be feeling a lot of heartbreak, 3 of Swords. I'm going to clarify that actually. But at the same time, with the heartbreak, you're also finding yourself to be grounded. Like there's this sense of calm I'm getting here. When there is a breakthrough, a lot of that truth comes through, right? A lot of that truth all of a sudden comes out. And so here you are standing in all of that truth. And you may be uncomfortable with this, Cap, is what I'm getting. Like, it's been long overdue, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's been quite some time since, like, this whole healing journey started. Or, like, this whole, whatever this journey is for you, define it however you want to define it in your life, Cap. You know what this means. But you have been doing this for quite some time, and something recently just really triggered perhaps your path, or really triggered 444 on the timestamp. Really triggered you because I'm getting it shook you up. There's something inside of you that really like shook you up. it triggered you, something triggered you, someone triggered you, okay? And it really pushed you to see the truth in all things. And what I mean by in all things, it really had shown you the truth that you were missing out on and you were not aware of, perhaps, this whole time. And this might have been like, I'm hearing like the finale of that breakthrough of like, it was bound to happen. You needed that to shake you. You needed that to take you back to your true essence. Perhaps maybe you're not there yet, is what I'm getting, but I think that you're maybe having to wake up to that. Three of Swords, confirmed. 555 on the timestamp. Heavy emphasis on the number 6. That's probably something that you're seeing often, or it's a very specific number. I'm hearing a lucky number. You may know somebody whose birthday is on the 6th, or your birthday may be on the 6th. Or I'm also getting the month of June is very significant to you. I don't know what that means for you, Capricorn, but that's something that you can define for yourself. A lot of what feels like you've had to leave or like walk away from, okay? I think that is also where this Three of Swords is coming from. I'm getting this energy of like you needed this ending to happen so that you're able to move forward. Something had to shake you up so that you're able to move forward. Sometimes, I'm going to pause for a second. Sometimes we have to go through something's going to shake us up. Something's going to shake up our inner world for us to get knocked out of our senses. Perhaps maybe your unconsciousness is what I'm getting. Sometimes we have to accept that change is on its way. Like change is here. Change is coming for you. Because if we're not allowing ourselves to get rid of old energies, if we're not allowing ourselves to grow, and this is in terms of like spiritually, and in this case, it's mental. If we're not allowing ourselves to grow mentally, I'm getting, how are people going to see the part of us that is important, the part of us that is valuable, the part of us that is optimistic, not pessimistic, is what I'm getting, Cap. The part of us that is more in harmony, okay, is more in stability than having to sacrifice all the time, be and suffer all the time. I feel like a lot of what this Three of Swords is telling me, like you are suffering, you were hiding a very important part of who you are, okay? And I feel like I'm getting like you were hiding this part of you because you didn't want anyone to see you in this way. And to you, that meant that if you were to show yourself as this person, 909 on the timestamp, it would make you look weak. It would make you seem like a weak link, is what I'm getting. I'm hearing to think less of others and what others' opinions of you. I'm also getting like, I don't think that you give yourself enough credit for the progress that you've made in this process. I think that what is pushing you now, Capricorn, is whatever it was that triggered you and that made you see things from a clearer perspective, right? 959 on the timestamp. Number 10 is also significant, perhaps. A sense of completion here is what I'm getting. This Three of Swords is like heavy on me right now. And I'm getting a lot of like what was hidden, like what it was that you were hiding, Cap. You felt the need to hide because of the fact that you didn't want to be seen as somebody who is weak, is what I'm getting. But as a matter of fact, if you would have showed yourself a little bit more, and if you would have showed your vulnerability a little bit more, then maybe this situation or this person or who, whatever it is, would have approached or responded to you in a different way also, because you are responding to yourself in a different way, is what I'm getting. But I think this is what is really shaking you up now in the present time, or whatever it was that had triggered you. 1111 on the timestamp. Whatever it was that had triggered you, it really knocked you out of your senses, is what I'm getting here. And now you're just seeing things in all kinds of direction. Like you're just now maybe telling yourself, like, if I would have just done this, or if I would have made this choice, or if I would have made a smarter choice or smarter decision. I'm not saying that you're dumb, Cap. I'm just stating facts. I'm hearing, if I would have just made this small detailed, if I would have just changed that small detail, if I would have just chosen this instead of that, things would have approached you maybe in a different way, or, you know, things or people, situations might have taken you on a different course, like had taken you in a different course instead of you ending up in where you are, is what I'm getting. I'm talking to a very specific Capricorn here, I feel. It is, I'm hearing, a must to get clear with whatever this is. Clarifying the Six of Cups here. 1 second. Have an emphasis on the number 6. I think I said that already. What is the Six of Cups, please, for our Capricorns? See, I have the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, along with the Six of Wands. See, a lot of stability here. And the Six of Pentacles. Holy crap, you have all of them. I didn't even notice that. What the heck? Right? Like you're having to, I'm getting like you're having to just really put yourself in stability. Like there's just a lot of harmony and stability here. Like you're realizing so many things. You may be going through a lot of awakenings right now. And you're seeing yourself in certain situations and circumstances, and you're like, how did I get myself in this? Ooh, the Six of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, I'm hearing like this is somebody you grew up with, Capricorn. This is somebody who has seen you at your worst. This is somebody who also has like who understands you at your worst and who has seen you at your worst. I'm also getting like you two are very strong and strongly connected. Six of Cups. A lot on that. And that is probably what you're trying to like keep yourself in like steady with, because I'm hearing like somebody can really change you, you know? And it's not even their, I'm getting like, it's not their doing. Like this person isn't changing you. You know, this person isn't doing anything to change you or forcing anything to change you. It is you who are changing because something shook you up. It is you who are changing, Capricorn, because something really triggered you. And it really made you answer, and it really made you go in and reflect and find answers and find harmony. And like I'm getting this sense of like loneliness and sadness from afar, but you are also gaining and thriving from afar. Does that make sense? Like, I'm sure it's making sense to you more than it's making sense to me because you're the one experiencing it and I'm just reading your cards, Capricorn. But I can tell you that you are in introspection. You are definitely in what feels like an awakening and stepping into like being enlightened. Being enlightened, like, I feel like the first steps to being enlightened, like, you look at somebody who's like going through an awakening and who's so enlightened, you may think that they're weak, right? This is what I'm getting. I'm just imagining you looking at somebody who is enlightened, and you know this. And at first, it may seem like, oh, they're faking it. They're too happy. They're too smiley. Because it's a really like ridiculous myth that when somebody is showing love and somebody who's happy, you know, it's fake and it's too much. You know, you got to calm down. You're overstimulated, that type of thing. But it is in fact, it is just truly and simply what I'm getting, like true enlightenment. And you now may be finding yourself in enlightenment, Capricorn. So now you're seeing everything in a new light. Because you feel enlightened, you probably feel like this person right here. Where you're like, you're in a crowd, right? And you find yourself to be like brand new. So you feel brand new. So like on the inside, you feel brand new. So on the outside, how people look at you, you stand out because you just have this glow, is what I'm getting, right? Like you just have this sense of glow to you. Everything's brand new. You're enlightened. You went through an awakening. You went through a breakthrough, whatever it was, whatever this moon had done, yeah, whatever has Scorpio had, you know, made you realize or wake you up to. You're in that. And you're finding yourself to be very enlightened. And that's not something to take very harshly. That's something to take very lightly. Remember what I said about being weak and being seen as weak? Vulnerability is also power. Vulnerability is something to honor if you only really honor it yourself first. Capricorn, this has been an amazing read. Please like, share, and comment if you are resonating with these messages. I would love to hear your story. Sending you guys good vibes. Take care. I will see you in the next Cap. Much love. Bye.